This is Trailblazers Leagues, a temporary game mode where we complete tasks to unlock new areas, gain points to unlock powerful game altering relics, all for the ultimate end goal of Dragon Cup. This is my journey. With Armadillo done, I decided to do a little bit of Slayer to work on that as we're pushing up to 91 and 95 Slayer for the bosses. And I got myself a Lizardman task. Which is great because I do want to get the Dragon Warhammer. But the problem is, if we look at the collection log, I do not have any of the Shazian armor, and the Shazian armor is incredibly important in order to not get killed by Lizardman Shaman. A quick 5 minutes of fighting these soldiers. It looks like we're going to be completing the Shazian armor. This is actually really good collection log slots. I probably should have done this earlier because it's 25 free collection log slots, and there are a lot of tasks associated with that, so it might have been a good way for me to speed along, but that is full Shazian obtained, tier 5, and equipping that is also a medium task. I can get rid of the tier 4 armor, and now we're able to complete our Slayer task. So Lizardman Shaman is what we're going to be killing on our Lizardman Slayer task. We only got 66 of them, so it won't be too many. But we're going to hope to pick up the hammer. It is a 1 in 1,000 drop rate. I do think if I grind out 25 mil Slayer and just do the Lizardman task whenever I get them, that I will get the hammer. And that's going to be very useful for chambers, because we're going to have to do some off-style stuff there, and saves me from having to go grind out a BGS early. So if we get it, that would be great. But kill some Lizardman Shamans. The only annoying thing is we really only have access to anti-poisons, so I gotta drink every minute and a half. But we should be able to kill them pretty chill. We have the Soul Sap, so that'll maintain our HP. The only concern is whether I'm able to AFK them. There are also KC tasks for Lizardman Shamans. I think the highest one is 1500. So I guess that's a little bit of a bonus reward if we happen to go dry. This task took me just over 15 minutes to complete. I would say the kills per hour is probably in the low 200s, 220, 230, somewhere around there, depending on how much you're paying attention. But it was also our 30-point task, which we got up to 375. I am going to be saving up my points until 91 Slayer, and then at that point I can skip and do all the tasks that I really want to do. But let's go get another one. 85 Slayer also unlocked Abyssal Demons and the Whip, but we picked up the Fang already, so I don't feel the need to grind out a Whip for my melee weapon. Speak of the Devil, that is an Abbey Demon task. So I had 4 beginners in the bank, and I figured out, in talking to some friends, that I missed a task from Beginner Clues, gaining 35 unique items, and if I counted my collection log correctly, I have 33 unique items, so it's a really high chance that within these 4 clues, I'll get the final 2 I need. Already got one of them, the Sandwich Lady hat, and then there is the Bare Feet, which is the 35 unique items. I tried killing Abyssal Demons in Karend, but there was just so many people there trying to kill them, and they're barraging them and like crashing people and stuff like that. So I decided that it would be better for me to kill my Abyssal Demons inside the Abyssal area. The only problem is that you get PJ'd pretty frequently by these Abyssal Guardians. But after 10 minutes, they should stop being aggressive to me as long as I don't go past any of the aggression windows. Well, that was really quick. I picked up an Abyssal Whip. I think I was like 6 kills into the task. And equipping the Abyssal Whip is also an elite task. So by coming here and doing this task, I already picked up nearly 500 points. Unfortunately, I didn't get a single superior creature on this task, all 113 of them. Not the best, but it was a 680-point task because I got 3 elite tasks, including 35 million ranged and the 1 hard task. So not too shabby, but I think that's enough Slayer for now, and I can transition into doing the Desert Diary. Now, for the Desert Diary, I do require getting 2 items. First off, I need to get the Dragon Darts at the Veteran Camp. So I'm going to need to get some Dragon Dart tips, and then I need to get the KQ head from Calfight Queen. So my method for getting the Dragon Darts is pretty simple. There are brutal blue dragons in the catacombs of Karend, and they have I think it's about a 1 in 40 chance of dropping some dragon dart tips. So we just need to get that drop one time, and we'll have the Desert Diary done. I will say where the clue relic is really going off is on elite clues, because elite clues tend to be really rare, like 1 in 1,000, 1 in 1,500 for monsters like Abbey Demons or these brutal blue dragons. Getting them at a 1 in 15 rate means I can stack up a ton of them in the bank. And once they fix the clue steps, I can go ahead and get a ton of points from clues. The brutal blue dragons have been taking so long that I actually ended up getting 99 hit points here. Again, this is a skill that's definitely going to be 50 mil by the end of the league. This game is hilarious sometimes. I quite literally typed maybe 6 seconds ago that I had 100 brutal blue dragons and no dart tips. Yay. The 1 in 42 drop for the record, and then I get it the very next kill. Sometimes I wonder if Jagex is watching me from a camera. Before we start the Desert Diary, I thought I'd go ahead and make the lava rune that I so haven't done yet, which is a medium task. It's funny, I'm all the way at tier 8, and I have yet to actually catch a bird with a bird snare, and I think this is a task that, like, 75% of people have done, which I find kind of funny, that I'm, like, top 500, top 1,000, whatever my rank is, and I've yet to do the simple task of catching a bird from a bird snare. We finally get to fletch our dragon darts that we got from the brutal blue dragons, and now I've completed every single task in the Desert Diary that isn't KQ related. I just need to kill the Calphite Queen and then get the KQ head drop. So let's start working on that. So this is my KQ setup. I think it's pretty good. We're up over 200 range attack bonus. We still need defensive gear because her melee attacks hit pretty hard. But we've got everything going here. And I got diamond bolts because she is high defense. And I think that should be fine. Last recall works here. We got a ranging potion and a super defense potion. And I'm hoping that my prayer can be maintained with just Soul Stealer. KQ is a special boss in the fact that even though it has Protect from Magic and Protect from Range Up, you can still hit it with those styles. It just signifies that it has really high defense against those styles, which is kind of funny because just back in like 2000 and whatever, whenever this boss was released, they didn't have a good way to telegraph to the player that this is how it worked. And I think for both phases, we're going to be having Mage Protect on. Both the magic attacks and range attacks have 100% accuracy, while the melee attacks can actually miss with our armor. Very, very weird mechanic. But that is one Calphite Queen kill done, which got us the 2 hard tasks for 1 kill and also completing the hard Desert Diary. The drops we're looking for here is the Dragon Two-Hander, which is about a 1 in 50. The Dragon Pickaxe, which is a 1 in 80, and the KQ Head, which is what we need to complete the Desert Elite Diary, at a 1 in 128. On top of that, there is a guaranteed head drop at 256 kills if we happen to get there, but that might not happen. Oh, I got the KQ Head on kill number 4. That is huge. I now have the Desert Elite Diary done. By getting that drop, we finished the elite task, and yeah, that's great. That's great news, but I still want to stay at Calphite Queen for a little bit longer. I knew it was going to happen. We're going to get magic seeds later on in the game, but I got 2 magic seeds from KQ, meaning that I now have enough magic seeds to complete all the diaries and all the tasks, so that's very good to see. So from what I gather is I can spam out multiple of these axes while waiting for KQ to die, and then I'm going to get a duplicate of that hit as soon as the next phase starts, without me even attacking KQ. So yeah, I took a 14 from the axe there, and that wasn't even me attacking. So you can stall out some extra damage with the axe, which is a really cool feature. Just like that, this game is way too easy. Dragon Two-Handed Sword obtained. Equip it. Hard task. I got another KQ head on kill 7. Holy shit. So to get the ropes permanent at KQ, I had to actually go claim the diary. So we'll go ahead and claim all 4 tiers of the Desert Diary. I always like doing these all at once. It feels so good to get the lamps in the inventory. And we're going to be lamping agility, just like before. That should be over another million experience, and I think I'll get all the way up to 91 here. Yeah, 91 agility, and we're almost at level 92 agility. Who needs Trickster when you can just lamp your way to 99? Now, the big thing that the Desert Amulet is going to give us is this Narda teleport. I can then click to pray at the statue. I get full HP, full prayer, and that's going to be great. It's going to kind of not replace the construction cape, but replace the construction cape because I don't need to go into the house. So I'll have the crafting cape whenever I need to bank and get new stuff, and then I'll have the Desert Amulet whenever I don't. Everyone's gonna hate me. That's my third KQ head. What's gonna happen is I'm gonna get to my actual iron and I'm gonna go dry and I'm gonna remember this moment and be very sad. Okay, KQ head is definitely boosted. I'm at 4 in 30 kills. No way. Picked up a lava battle staff here, and it is a medium task. I don't know why they specifically did that, but I guess you can get lava battle staff from so many different NPCs. There is 50 kills at the Calphite Queen. I got the Calphite Queen veteran combat task, but I did not get the leak task. Now let's look at the task list here. And if we look up the Calphite Queen, the task says defeated 100 times, but the description says defeat the Calphite Queen 50 times. So I think what may be happening is they forgot to drop the task requirement to 50, though they intended to make it to 50. So when the next update happens, that task might go down to 50. And for this one, it's 250 to 150. So we'll see. But I think that's going to be enough Calphite Queen for now. I can come back much later when I have much better gear, such as a ZCB, Twisted Buckler, T-Bow, Masori. All that stuff's just going to make those kills that much faster. I don't really feel a need to stay at Calphite Queen for the Dragon Pickaxe any longer. This could potentially be the last Motherlode mining that we need to do. Yes, it is. I got up to 181 golden nuggets. I don't know exactly how long this took me, but pretty much every inventory was about 3 nuggets, so I probably did 60 inventories of pay dirt, so 1,500 pay dirt, maybe a couple hours. But I can purchase the Prospector's hat, jacket, legs, and boots. Not only is that 4 collection log slots, but it is a task to equip the full Prospector's outfit. Knocked myself 80 points. And before I forget, enter in the mining guild with the full Prospector's outfit equipped. As I mentioned, there are 2 more tasks that I need to do. First off is equipping a piece of the Golden Prospector and equip a full set of the Golden Prospector, a total of 280 points. So I think I'm going to be doing the bulk of my mining trading at Shooting Stars. It's not the best XP per hour, but I got to train mining anyway to max, and there really isn't any good way to train mining that isn't tick manipulation. And this will be perfect for AFKing. Whenever I need to AFK, I can go to the Shooting Star website, find a place to mine, and now I got 7 minutes of not needing to click. And by the time the league is done, I will have the 14,000 Stardust that I need. The next thing that I want to do is NEX, and in order to do NEX, I need to complete the Frozen Door mini quest, which requires me getting the key piece from the Zamorakian leader and the Bindosian leader, so basically a Krill and a Grottor kill. I'm not going to camp them out just yet, because I can get better gear to make these better, and they're not pressing matters right now, but we got to get at least 1 kill. I don't think this will be too bad, as with only one going for 1 kill, I think I can just stand here and tank it. Yep, that was as simple as it gets. I got the Frozen Key Piece Zamrak, and I also got 2 tasks done. I got Defeating Krill Suthros, and also I got the medium tier of combat achievements. We can pray at the statue, get all our stats back, and recall to go kill Bandos. But we have our Frozen Key Bandos, and we also finished an elite task in the Fremnik area, which we cannot do. We completed a hard task, the Frozen Door, for getting access to NEX, and it looks like we'll have to get kill count. It's time to NEX. We're going to be going in duo. I have a friend that has Berserker and Guardian, while I have Executioner and Soul Stealer, so it should work out well where we play off each other. He does a lot of big damage early, and his Guardian really helps out, while I'm able to finish off the boss at the end. Should be pretty good. I got Restores and Brews and Sharks and Camperons just in case. I take a lot of damage. I don't really know how long these fights are going to be, so I'll adjust my inventory for there. But this is the one place where I think not having banknotes really going to hurt me, because if I had banknote, I could just bring in Sharks, Carambons, and Restores, and I would be perfectly fine. But I'm going to have to do a little bit of brewing here. On top of that, I'm also on the Arceus spellbook to be able to summon some Thralls, which will add to our damage. But it should be fun, and I think tonight I'm probably going to get either 25 or 50 KC, depending on how it works, and hopefully we can each pick up a unique item. The main thing both of us are going for, because we're both rangers, is the Nihil Horn to be able to make a Zerite crossbow. That is just going to be huge for Toa, for Chambers. It'll be our best in slot until T-Bow. It's going to be great. And then also the Zerite Van Braces, which will be our best in slot glove till the end of the league. And if we happen to pick up some Torva or an Ancient Hilt, that would be great also. I'm having a lot of fun with NEX. The relics play really well, and the dopamine of hunting ruby after ruby after ruby just feels amazing. Duo is very consistent 3 minute to 3 minute 30 kills, and a lot of the skills translate back to the main game, such as resetting NEX on Shadowface, which I'm getting a lot better at. No drop yet, but let's hope we can get one soon. We got a sub 3 kill. Go, Speedster. 25 kills. I'm surprised we don't have a drop yet. We're triple drop rate. It's very unfortunate. But that was just a 3-kill trip. We got 77 Nihil Shard. Alright, so we're 32 kills in, and we haven't even seen anything. But the good news is that I almost have enough Nihil Shards to make the Zerite Crossbow. You need 250, and I also need another 50 to make 50 Ancient Brews for another task. So that's good, but honestly, I'm very surprised that we don't have a drop yet. It's 1 in 8.3, I think, is the exact drop rate when you take all the drops. So we should have seen pretty much 4 drops right now, and we have 0. Oh, 50 million range experience. I thought I'd have a next drop by the time I got to 50 mil. That is 43 kills without seeing a drop. That's the drop rate on the main game. So that means I'm currently what looks to be 5 times drop rate. Well, my recorder crashed, so I didn't get to see the exact drop reaction, but on kill 52, we finally saw something. A singular Torva full helm. Looked back on it, and I was actually the MVP there. I had like a 60% chance to get that. Big sad, but happy for my dude. Oh my god. He got another one. That is a Torva plate body for Smackbar as well. This time he was the MVP, but just barely. That is 2 drops for Smackbar and 0 for me. Well, I got the Nihil Shards I need to make the Zerite Crossbow once I finally get a drop at this boss. There is 75 kills at NEX. Are we going to get anything on this kill? No. This game sucks.